Hello folks, my name is Josh and this is the Absolute Beginner Guitar Tutorial Part 3. If you are an absolute beginner and you have not done parts 1 and 2, go back and do those because this will be too much. It'll be too much too soon and won't do you any favors. So, let's talk a little bit about where you might be. So if you've done the first two videos, which hopefully you have, then you have been playing maybe with me for about 40 minutes. If you have been practicing outside of that time, then hopefully you can play that first row of chords, the E major, the A major, the D major, and the B7. You might even be able to play them and connect the chords without having to have a moment of silence between each one. You might be able to just connect between. And if you can, that's fabulous. If you're not there yet, give yourself some grace and understand that this takes time. That just because you've sat and done, 20 or 40 minutes worth of guitar instruction videos does not mean that you are suddenly going to be able to play the guitar really well. If we think back to when we learned to walk or learn to talk, it took us a long time just to be able to cross the floor without stumbling and falling all over the place. And it took a lot of support by people who really cared about us and wanted us to be successful to be able to get to that point where suddenly we're running all around the house and our parents have to do things like put gates on stairs and worry about our safety because now we are mobile. But it takes some time to get there. All right, enough about that. Give yourself some time. That's all I'm saying. The more frequently you practice, the better your outcomes will be. So if you're playing every day for 15 minutes, then you're going to have a particular kind of outcome. If you play once a week for 15 minutes, you'll have another kind of outcome. One of those is going to give you a further progression than another. The longer you're able to play, or the more often you're able to play, the better you're going to get faster. All right, I'm going to share my screen because it is time to do the next 4 chords. Here we go. So we did E, A, D, and B7. Now we're going to be doing G major, C major, F major, and D7. So I'm going to bring to your attention right off the bat that there are many ways to play these chords. And G is notoriously different depending on when you learn to play guitar, meaning what decade, and what kind of guitar player you are studying under. The version of G major that I show here is the one I tend to use the most. And so this is why I start with it. But I'm going to show you the 3 versions that I tend to encounter all the time in my teaching. So let's begin. We put our middle finger on the lowest string, 3rd fret. We put our index finger, our 1 finger, on the 2nd fret of the A string. And then we're going to skip the next 2 strings. They're going to be open, but we're not going to have fingers on them. We're going to put our 3rd finger right here on the 3rd fret of the B string and our pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E string. And so now you should have something that looks like that. And we're going to give it a strum. We strum the whole guitar. And if you'd like, you could pick through each note to see if you have any collapsed knuckles or other problems that might keep a note from ringing out. You might remember that I asked in the last video to make sure that you were sitting up nice and tall with the guitar and not letting it tip like this. Crane your neck a little bit to see what you're doing, not tip the guitar. All right, take your hand away. Do the magic of shaking it, and we're going to put it back. Middle finger, put that down first. Index, ring, pinky. Let's strum it 8 times. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop. Take your hand away. Shake it. All right, I'm going to do this one more time in this fashion. Middle finger, index, ring, pinky. And let's strum it. Ready, go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now let's talk about some alternatives. And I believe that's a really good one to learn. And if that's the one you end up liking, awesome, stay with it. But if you like one of these other two that I'm about to show you, then stay with those. I'm not picky about it. I just think that there are different outcomes for different kinds of hand positions. Here we go. If you look closely on this sheet, I've given this alternative. I have an open B string, and my third finger is where my pinky is. So check this out. This version goes middle finger, index, second fret, skip a hole all the way to the highest string, and put your third finger right there, and give that a strum. A lot of people really like this chord, and some people say to me, but how come the other one was G and this one's G? Well, that's a music theory lesson, and it has to do with the three notes that make up a chord. The three notes that make up a G major chord are G, B, and D, and guess what? Those are the notes that we're playing here. We've got a G, we've got a B, we've got a D, we've got another G, we've got a B, and we've got a G. But the only notes we've got present are G, B, and D, and therefore it's a G major chord. Let's strum that one. Ready, go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop, take your hand away, shake it, put it back. See what you feel. Middle finger, index, ring. Ready, strum. Some people really love this chord. This way, and stop. Take your hand, shake it, put it back. Middle finger, index, skip a bunch of strings, third finger on the third fret, the highest string, ready, strum. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop. Now, some people play the G major chord that way, that same kind of note choice, but with different fingers. Excuse me, they'll do this. They'll put their third finger on the lowest string, their middle finger here on the second on the A string, and then they'll use their pinky to play the top note like this. And let's strum that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take your hand away, shake it. There are reasons that they might choose to do this. So third finger, middle, pinky. Let's strum. Ready, go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop. Take your hand away, shake it, put it back. Third finger, middle, pinky. Ready, strum. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, you might be saying, why didn't you just teach me one and I go with that? Because you're going to meet other guitar players and they're going to play this chord in a way that I might not have shown you. And then you'll be like, well, I learned it this way. This is what my teacher showed me. Guess what? There are lots of different ways that people get the same outcomes. They're all valid. Let me explain. Let's go to the next chord, C major. Let's see about figuring this one out. Notice the lowest string right here, we don't play. There's a giant X on it. So we skip it. Our third finger goes right here at the third fret of the fifth string or the A string. Middle finger right here at the second fret of the D string. Skip a string, the G string is open, and our index finger is right here on the first fret of the B string, and then the high E string is open. Check your fingers. Make sure you're mountains and not valleys, and let's pick through the chord. Lovely. C major. All right. Now, let's strum this a little bit. Let's go 8 strums. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop. Take your hand away. Shake it. Let's put our hand back. 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret. Now, remember how I said that we don't strum the low E string? I haven't really demoed this, and I think it's worth hearing. This is what C should sound like if you strum it the way I'm telling you to. From that 5th string down. If I add the low string, which by the way is the note E, and the note E is present in the E chord. E here, there's an E here, and there's an E at the high E string. It's part of the chord, but listen to how this sounds. That low E makes it muddy. And so most of the time, we do not strum it when we're strumming the E chord, because we want the C chord, because we want this chord to ring in a nice clean fashion. And when we add that low E, it muddies the picture. All right, let's strum C one more time now that you're in it. 1, 2, ready, go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take your hand away. Put it back. 1, 2, ready, strum. 6, 7, 8. Take your hand away. Let's put it back. Start with the lowest note first. Right there, right there, right there. Strum it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's stop. Demo moment. I don't want you to necessarily practice this right now in this video, but when I was talking about the different versions of the G chord, if we change between G and C, and we do the way I was showing you first, which was this, okay, and I change to C, every single one of my fingers is going to move to play C. G to C, G to C. Okay, every single one. If I play G this way, which is a very common way of playing it, every single finger has to move. Just like that. When I play G this way, this is a little bit smoother in the sense that everything moves, but they move in a relative way that makes it pretty easy to change, which is why this way of playing tends to be preferred by singer-songwriter folk musicians. All right, check this out. G, and then when I change to C, these two fingers move down at exactly the same place, and my index finger's free to go right there. Oh my goodness, back and forth. Pretty useful, pretty easy to play, all right? Not nearly as much movement as that, all right? Not nearly as much movement as that. So there are arguments for learning G like this to get to C. No problem, no skin off my back if that's how you want to do it. All right? Here's one of the reasons why I play G the way I do. Remember D major way back up here? A common move in guitar playing is to go from G to D. And when I do that, this 3rd finger doesn't have to move at all. So I can go G to D, just like that. And this happens really frequently in all kinds of music. And so that's why I play G this way. That's why I favor it over this version and this version. Because in my playing experience, I change from G to D more frequently than I change from G to C. Happens, I do it. It just tends to be that move is more common. And so I favor the version that I wrote down. Other guitar players will do what they do for their reasons. And it's all okay. I believe in possibilities and I believe in outcomes. And whatever way gets you to the chord the fastest so that the song sounds clean, that's the way you should probably do it. All right, let's look at the next chord, F major. I have met so many people in my guitar teaching life that have said to me, oh, I just can't play F. F is so hard. Usually, they're referring to the bar chord version of F, which looks like this, meaning your index finger's covering all of the first fret of the guitar and pushing down hard enough so that every note that this finger needs to be playing out loud is ringing, okay? This requires an awful lot of hand strength and a muscle right here in your hand. You need this to be able to really do that. And there's not a lot in our lives that equal the kind of hand strength that you need to make bar chords. Rock climbing, if you carry your grocery bags like this maybe, maybe massage, not a lot of things really develop that kind of hand strength except guitar playing. So, playing bar chords right now at the beginning of your playing experience is too hard. Don't worry about them. Instead, we're going to play F like this. Notice I cut out the lowest two strings. And then we do this. Third finger goes right here on the D string, 3rd fret. Middle finger, 2nd fret, G string. And then our index finger is going to cover the 1st fret on both the B string and the high E string. Now this requires a small bar, not quite a half bar, but a little bit of a bar. I'm just going to pick all of that so you can hear it. Once again, I'll pick it. Now, you may not be getting that top note to ring. That might be too much for your hand. So I have an alternative. Notice I've X'd the top string. So what does that mean? You're going to take this finger and you're going to do that. Now your finger is killing the top E string. It's not ringing. You've let the flesh of this finger touch the top E string and you're just going to strum the 3 strings you're holding. Now you have a perfectly favorable F chord. If we're playing a song that requires going from C to F, C to F, it will sound really nice. All right, so let's play F using that alternative of the non-bar. All right, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and take your hand away. Let's put it back. Same thing. If you want to try the bar, go for it. I'm going to bar now, but if you can't do it yet, that's okay. Let's strum it 8 times. Ready, go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take your hand away. Shake it. You probably want to if you were just trying to bar. Let's put it back. No bar. All right, leave it just like that. That dead string at the top. Ready, go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And stop. Take your hand away. Shake it. And let's put it back. Then let's do it again. Ready, go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop. All right. Now this next chord, the D7 chord, you might be going, Josh, this is awful fast. You just did like 3 chords. I'm like, that's okay. At this point, you've been playing for a little while. Now it's time to start adding some chords to your vocabulary. All right. So you've got F. Now check this out. When you go to D7, my middle finger stays right where it is. My index finger is staying right where it is. Huh, that's pretty cool. And now my ring finger comes down here and it plays that. And I've got D7. My lowest 2 strings don't get picked. And I pick from the 4th string down. And I get D7. Some people may be looking at this and saying, oh, wait a minute. D7 looks like D just backwards. That's wild. Sometimes you might have a situation where you're middle finger knuckle collapses a little bit. Kills that string right there, that B string, and you end up having this sound. You're like, I don't hear a difference between that and that. It's like, right, because your middle finger is killing the seventh. That definitely sounds different than that. All right? Not a bad thing to practice. Let's get on to D7. Here we go. Let's strum it. Boom, boom, boom. 8 times. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And stop. Take your hand away. Shake it. Put it back. Here we go. Middle finger, index, ring. Ready, go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And stop. Take your hand away. Shake it. Put it back. Ready, set, and here we go. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop. All right. Now that you've got those 4 chords, what I would recommend doing is pausing the video probably and just going through them again and just getting through it. Then start the video up, because what we're going to do is we're going to play each chord 8 times. All right. So if you're ready, you've done your practicing. Now you're ready. Let's play those 4 chords in a row. G, C, F, D7, and then we'll loop back to G. We're going to have 8 counts on each chord, 8 counts in between where we're not playing, we're just changing chords, and here we go. Get into G. Boom, boom. I'm going to play this version. All right, you choose the version you want. It's kind of choose your own adventure G chord time. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, and strum. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to F. Full bar or not, doesn't matter. Ready, set, and here we go to F. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop to D7. Ready, set, and here we go. D7, 5, 6, 7, 8 to G. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, G. 5 to C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And F. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is my non-bar version. And D7. 5, 6, 7, 8, D7. 5, 6, 7, 8 to G. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now 4 counts between. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. 5, 6, 7, 8 to F. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, D7. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 to G. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to C. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 to F. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, D7. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 to G. 2, 3, 4. Now let's do 2 strums each. Ready, set, and here we go. 1, 2, C. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, F. 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, D7. 5, 6, 7, 8 to G. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to C. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to F. 2, 6, 7, 8 to D7. 2. All right, now we've got to get down. 1, 2. All right, now I'm going to stop here so that we can get our bearings going. Wow, that was fast. Now we're going to do one count in between each chord. So we're going G, C, F to D, 7. Ready, set, G. We still strum 8 times on each chord. That hasn't changed. We're just reducing the amount of wait time we have in between each chord. All right, so that's a method. It's a way of teaching your hand to do it. So here we go. On to G, boom, 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 boom. Ready, set, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to F. 5, 6, 7, 8 D7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to G. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to C. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to F. 5, 6, 7, 8 D7. 6, 7, 8 to G. Good, all right. And let's do no stopping between those chords. So here we go. 8 counts for each one. Ready, set, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. D7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to G. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to C. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to F. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 D7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to G. All right. There we go. So that is your next row here on this magic sheet of goodness. If you haven't taken a screenshot of it yet, or you haven't written down the chords for yourselves or something so that you have it, you know, check it out. I'll zoom out here and screenshot it again at the end, and I'll move my little picture out of the way so you can get all of this and you can have it. This information is widely available, so you know you can grab it. All right, next video we're going to do the last line. All right, so get ready for that. That's coming. Remember, frequency on the guitar is more important than big lengths of time infrequently. So if somebody's asking me, how often should I be practicing? I think I think you should practice every day. I think you should take the guitar out and you should play it every single day. How long should you do that for? 15, 20 minutes at a time? Multiple times a day if possible. But if you can only do like 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, then that's what you can do. Don't beat yourself up over it. If you miss a day, don't beat yourself up over it. Just come back to it. You will get more progress doing it more often. At school, kids I teach, they might take guitar once a week. It's a 40-minute class. And after 9 weeks, they can play a little bit. All right. If they take the 2 times a week, then they're getting, 80 minutes a week on the guitar playing, and they can actually play by the end of a 9-week period. If they're playing at home and they're getting that time, it's even faster. So it really depends on how often you're with the guitar. All right, just like anything. If you do it all the time, you get a lot better at it, a lot faster. All right, so until next time, have fun playing, and we'll see you. Bye-bye.